1. Agricultural hardships and food insecurity. Burkina Faso's economy has long been heavily reliant on agriculture, employing about 80% of the workforce. However, the sector faced numerous challenges. worldbank.org. +2. ifad.org. +2. mexicohistorico.com. +2. Climate vulnerability. The country is highly susceptible to climate variability, with frequent droughts and floods disrupting farming activities. Low productivity, subsistence farming practices, limited access to modern farming equipment, and poor soil quality contributed to low agricultural yields. Food insecurity. These factors led to chronic food insecurity, with a significant portion of the population lacking reliable access to sufficient food. Waterwave 2. Inadequate infrastructure and transportation. Infrastructure development in Burkina Faso lagged behind, affecting various sectors. Road networks. Out of approximately 15,000 kilometers of roads, only about 2,500 kilometers were paved. Many roads were in poor condition, hindering transportation and trade. Wikipedia. +1. Wikipedia. +1. mexicohistorico.com. Energy access. The country faced significant challenges in energy provision, with over 80% of the population relying on biomass for cooking and heating, leading to deforestation and limited electricity access. mexicohistorico.com. Water and sanitation. While urban areas saw improvements, rural regions still struggled with access to clean water and adequate sanitation facilities. Books 3. Educational and health system challenges. The education and health sectors faced numerous obstacles. Education. Despite efforts to improve enrollment, the gross enrollment rate for secondary education remained low, and more than half of children did not complete primary school. Wikipedia. Healthcare. Healthcare facilities were often under-resourced, and access to medical services was limited, particularly in rural areas. Maternal and child mortality rates, although improved, remain high. Shield 4. Security concerns and displacement. Since 2015, Burkina Faso has faced increasing security threats. worldbank.org. Terrorist attacks. The country experienced recurrent terrorist attacks, leading to instability and fear among the population. worldbank.org. Displacement. These security issues resulted in large-scale population displacements, with over 2 million internally displaced persons recorded by March 2023. worldbank.org. Balance scale 5. Governance and corruption. Governance issues and corruption were significant challenges. Corruption. Corruption permeated various sectors of society, affecting the judiciary, public health, and education systems. Wikipedia. Political instability. Frequent changes in leadership and political unrest hindered consistent policy implementation and development progress. These multifaceted challenges contributed to a cycle of poverty and underdevelopment in Burkina Faso prior to Captain Ibrahim Traoré's leadership. Burkina Faso under Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a nation's resurgence. Sheaf of Rice 1. Agricultural transformation and food security. Recognizing agriculture as the backbone of Burkina Faso's economy, President Ibrahim Traoré's administration launched comprehensive reforms to revitalize the sector. Mechanization and inputs. The government distributed over 400 tractors, 239 tillers, 710 motor pumps, and 714 motorcycles to farmers, enhancing mechanization and productivity. evafric.com. +5. Soko directory. +5. thehabarinetwork.com. +5. Improved seeds and fertilizers. Access to high-quality seeds and fertilizers was expanded, leading to significant increases in crop yields. Tomato production rose from 315,000 metric tons in 2022 to 360,000 in 2024. Millet increased from 907,000 to 1.1 million metric tons, and rice production grew from 280,000 to 326,000 metric tons. Media Wire Express. +3. Soko directory. +3. African tourism files. +3. Processing facilities. 2 tomato processing plants were established, marking the first of their kind in the country, reducing post-harvest losses and adding value to local produce. SOCO Directory. Building construction. 2. Infrastructure development. To address long-standing infrastructural deficits, the Traoré administration embarked on ambitious projects. Road networks. Significant investments were made to construct new roads, widen existing ones, and upgrade gravel roads to paved surfaces, improving connectivity and trade. African tourism files. Airport expansion. An 80 billion CFA francs investment expanded Bobo Dioulasso Airport, enhancing regional connectivity. Additionally, the Ouagadougou-Donson Airport project aims to accommodate up to 1 million passengers annually upon completion in 2025. Africa Liberty News. +6. Straturca. +6. evafric.com. +6. Urban sanitation. Major sanitation projects were launched in regional capitals like Bobo Dioulasso, Kaya, and Ouagadougou, including the construction of drainage systems and solar public lighting, to mitigate flooding and improve living conditions. SahelLibertyNews.com. Gear 3. Industrialization and economic sovereignty. Aiming to reduce dependency on foreign entities and promote self-reliance, several initiatives were undertaken. evafric.com. Gold refinery. Burkina Faso's first gold refinery was inaugurated, processing 142 tons of raw material to produce 93 kilograms of refined gold, ensuring more value addition within the country. Africa Liberty News. +5. Straturca. +5. evafric.com. +5. Nationalization of mines. The Bungu and Wagnian gold mines were nationalized for $80 million, a significant reduction from the $300 million initially agreed upon, increasing state control over natural resources. Straturca. +1. DelhiTimes.com. +1. Cotton processing. A second cotton processing plant and the National Support Center for Artisanal Cotton Processing were established, bolstering the textile industry and supporting local farmers. Ghana News Online. +2. African tourism files. +2. Straturca. +2. Hospital 4. Healthcare improvements. To enhance healthcare accessibility and quality. Mobile clinics. The Ministry of Health received 15 mobile clinics, bringing medical services closer to remote communities. Straturca. +1. Africa Liberty News. +1. Medical supplies. The government procured 36 vehicles, 3 oxygen units, and facilitated 4,000 free cataract surgeries, among other medical supplies, improving healthcare delivery. Straturca. Graduation Cap 5. Educational and cultural reforms. Emphasizing cultural identity and educational development. Language policy. French was dropped as an official language in favor of local languages, promoting indigenous cultures and reducing colonial influence. El País. +2. Straturca. +2. evafric.com. +2. Judicial attire. The importation of European-style wigs for lawyers was banned, mandating 100% African attire in courts, reinforcing cultural pride. African tourism files. +3. Straturca. +3. Media Wire Express. +3. School uniforms. Traditional Faso Dan Fani textiles were adopted for school uniforms, supporting local artisans and preserving cultural heritage. Straturca. Briefcase 6. Governance and economic policies. To promote good governance and economic stability. Salary adjustments. Salaries of ministers and parliamentarians were reduced by 30%, while civil servants received a 50% salary increase, aiming to reduce corruption and improve public service morale. Trendspucher. +1. African tourism files. +1. Debt management. Local debts were paid off, and the government rejected loans from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank, advocating for economic self-reliance. African tourism files. Banking sector. The Postal Bank of Burkina Faso was launched with a capital of 15 billion FCFA, $25 million, enhancing financial inclusion and sovereignty. Straturca. +1. evafric.com. +1. Globe showing Europe Africa 7. Foreign policy and regional alliances. Shifting alliances and asserting national sovereignty. Expulsion of French forces. French troops were expelled, ending Operation Sabre, and French media operations were banned, reflecting a move towards greater autonomy. Soko Directory. +2. Straturca. +2. evafric.com. +2. Alliance of Sahel States. AES Burkina Faso joined Mali and Niger to establish the AES, a confederation aimed at promoting regional cooperation and independence from external influences. evafric.com. +1. Straturca. +1. Diplomatic relations. The Russian embassy was reopened after 31 years, strengthening ties with Russia and diversifying international partnerships. evafric.com. +1. Straturca. +1. Under Captain Ibrahim Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has embarked on a path of self-reliance, cultural renaissance, and infrastructural development, addressing long-standing challenges and laying the foundation for a more prosperous future.